The Israelites once again did not obey God, so God allowed them to be ruled by their enemies, the Midianites. The Midianites were cruel to Israel. They took Israel's food and animals. The Israelites remembered how good life was when they loved and obeyed God. They cried out to God, "Save us!" The angel of the Lord came and sat under an oak tree. He appeared to a man named Gideon and said, "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior." Gideon was afraid. His family was the weakest family in his tribe, and he was the youngest son in the family. But the Lord had chosen Gideon to deliver the Israelites from the power of their enemy. The Lord assured Gideon, "I will be with you." When the time came to go to battle, Gideon blew a ram's horn. An army of men gathered behind Gideon, ready to fight. Gideon wanted a sign from God. He prayed, "I will put fleece on the ground. If the fleece is wet with dew, but the ground is dry, I will believe you will deliver Israel as you say." That is exactly what happened. The fleece was so wet that Gideon squeezed enough water out to fill a bowl. But Gideon asked for another sign. This time, the fleece was dry and the ground was wet. God told Gideon that he had too many people with him. Gideon sent home everyone who was afraid to fight. 10,000 men remained. "That's still too many," God said. God made a test for the people. All of them were to go to the river to drink the water. Anyone who knelt to drink water was sent home. But whoever lapped the water with his hand to his mouth stayed. 300 men remained. That night, Israel's armies carried torches, blew their trumpets, and shattered pitchers. They ran toward the camp of Midianites. Gideon and his army chased the Midianites, and they ran away. God gave Israel the victory. The Israelites said, "Gideon, you rescued us. Now we want you to be our king." Gideon said, "No, God will rule over you." But after Gideon died, the Israelites once again ignored God and forgot about him, who had delivered them from the power of their enemies. The Israelites cried out to God because they knew they could not save themselves. Even Gideon was not enough to save them. God used Gideon to help his people, but God fought the battle for them. The people needed someone who was mighty to save. Jesus Christ came to save us from sin because we cannot save ourselves. Only God, through Christ, can save us.